Okay, more framing here. Another floating wall. Now this one goes to the laundry and furnace. Okay, so the furnace is right there. As you can see up here, we have, the soffit's going to have to be built for this furnace like we did with the lines, this water and sewer lines on the other side. This one had a gas line as well, and then they notched out for an electrical line, which actually needs to be rerouted. And then, of course, going over here, that's where we had to soffit out for that venting, or that drain in the services, the hot and cold service there. So they had to punch that all out. That took some time. And then, of course, putting in their bottom plate, their float, and then, of course, the opening, which isn't quite finished framed, for bifold doors, which is going to be the access. So on a wall like this, 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours. Just make sure to provide 2 to 3 hours. On this wall here, particularly what we did is we put on the bottom plate, we plumbed up with our level, we found our top plate areas. We, of course, then blocked in between the joists to provide something to nail to and something to string the line on. And then we took our bottom plate and our top plate, we did our layout, transferred our layout, and then we shot in our top plate, and then they put in blocks and hung the studs, and then put on the bottom plate and plated the studs and shot them in again, or shot them in. So 2 to 3 hours for multiple openings and multiple cuts. I like to give about an hour for a standard wall. So with soffit, about an hour for a 10-foot run. Anything that's right around a 10-foot run. 1 hour per 10 feet run. 1 hour per floating wall that's a 10-foot run. And then for every extra, like in here, we had an opening for the door. We had a gas line. For any extra, I hate to say it, but you almost have to add an hour just to be safe and conservative. So let's go over here. This wall, looks great, but it has an opening, right? It has the window. So that's 2 hours to do that wall. This wall back here, it's 1 hour for a standard wall like that. It's 12 feet long, so it's a little over the 10-foot mark. So maybe give it an hour and a half. But hour and a half would be a good budget for time on that one. And then this one, it's another 12 feet as per plans. And that one has an opening. So that one's 12 feet, hour and a half, plus another hour for the window. So we give that one 2.5 hours.